Hey, Crystal. This is Professor Phillips, and I wanted to thank you for posting. I see that you posted a lot of great discussion topics, engaged your classmates, posted on time, asked two questions, and went above and beyond. So thank you for that. I see that you are a mother of five and a mother to many. I heard that, grandmother as well. I pretend to be my mother's favorite child. That is great. I love that. Um, it says that you fully accomplished woman is what I wish to be. I feel like you must be an accomplished woman, being that you've got so many great experiences, right? Being 5 years old, that's kind of young for your first race experience. Let's see, what was it? Sadness, shame, hurt, and self-hatred. You've talked about it. The racism experience has shaped your worldview. Okay. You have a greater understanding of who you are. Okay, well, I can't wait to read your racial autobiography paper in a couple weeks to see how that journey went. Making you dive right in. Very good. Let's see. Did you actually let us know? Ba, 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 ba. Let's see. You're from New Orleans. Oh, I see. Okay, in the 60s, experienced race and prejudice on so many levels. Well, I'm sure you have plenty of stories. I'd love to hear some of them. I marched with my parents about civil rights issues. Wow. Okay, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me see. Let me see. Let's get in here. I'm going to go this over here. Yes. Okay, so I took, obviously studied African American studies in college, and what they let us know was that when integration happened with some of the schools, it actually detrimentally affected the African American students because now they weren't being taught by African American professors or teachers. They were taught by people who had these other ideas about African Americans. And so it was a detrimental effect initially. And even to this day, people feel like the educational system has never quite done right by African American students, and that some people feel like they should have kept it segregated for that purpose. So I know there's pros and cons to both sides, but I think that it seems like you lived through this time period, so you can speak to this more than I could, because I'm just reading about it in books and watching videos and stuff like that about it. Um, wow, I haven't heard pickaninny in a long time. I know, yeah, it was definitely common back then. I know my grandmother used to tell me about the experiences that she had in the schools, and how people used to tell her she would only be a secretary and that she should, they kind of they picked everybody up on this wagon after school, and they would go out to the field and pick cotton and give the kids a nickel, and it was just like normal, right? But definitely racism was embedded in that culture, and you had macro and microaggressions. Um, and that, oh wow, you said you were terrified between the age of 4 to 5. Okay, 4 to 15. So here's the thing. I want to know from your perspective, especially in your racial autobiography paper, how did that affect you and your psyche being terrified from age 4 to 15 and develop your sense of self and who you are now, and how did you work through that? I know a lot of times African American communities, we don't get a chance to work through our trauma or our transgressions or our struggles. We just kind of bottle it up and move forward because we get told that's the way it is, deal with it, buck up, and this is just life, right? Um, so I would love to hear how you progressed through those time frames and came out on the other end with a self-identity as it is today. I would love to hear that journey, which is what the racial autobiography paper is all about. Let's see. You say you've educated your children. I was wondering, what are the messages that you've given to your children since you come from that time period and now, and even now when people act like we have some post-racial America, which is really not true. What do you tell them? Do you sit them down and have those discussions like about how not to get pulled over by the police, or what to do when you do get pulled over by the police, and how you navigate this world of that is racist and without being angry to the entire world for the way that things are? Um, so I would love to hear your feedback on that in your paper, obviously, and you can also respond to this video if you would like. So thank you for um, letting us know a little bit about yourself, your story, and I see that you say that you actually hated my parents for having me for a very long time. See, that's going to be great information for your paper, and letting us know how you worked through that and how you became, the person you are today. So I look forward to reading your paper. Thank you for posting and sharing and letting us into your life a little bit there, Crystal. And I look forward to continuing to teach you this semester. Take care. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye.